Oke, selamat siang Bapak Ibu peserta webinar hari ini. Terima kasih sudah bergabung bersama kami PT Tiara Fibresindo Pratama. PT Tiara Fibresindo Pratama. Untuk webinar kali ini kita akan berdiskusi, berbicara mengenai salah satu solusi ya, salah satu perkembangan teknologi di dunia industri yaitu Delta V Saskada dengan topik yaitu Driving Efficiency and Asset Value through Smart Data dan Analytics. Untuk webinar kali ini kami kedatangan pembicara dari prinsipal kami dari Emerson Automation Solutions, yaitu Mr. Joy Albino. Beliau merupakan Business Development Manager dari Emerson untuk produk Delta V Saskada dan beliau based di Manila, Filipina. Hello, Mr. Joy.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank
Good
you for
afternoon,
joining
everyone.
us. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
excited to be
great.
here.
Okay, great. And Mr. Joy, I will open the introduction first, and then after that, I will give time for you to present the topic.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Ya, sebelumnya Bapak Ibu untuk webinar kali ini seperti biasa kami PT Tiara akan memberikan gift ya, e-wallet yaitu untuk 4 pemenang. 2 partisipan yang beruntung akan mendapatkan gift untuk yang bertanya ya, 2 peserta, kemudian 2 peserta lagi yang mengisi feedback survei dari kami juga akan mendapatkan gift berupa e-wallet ya, seperti biasa. Dan untuk webinar ini seperti biasa juga untuk Q&A-nya Bapak Ibu bisa langsung menanyakan di kolom chat dan nanti kami akan menjawab dan beberapa pertanyaan yang menarik untuk kita diskusikan atau dijawab oleh Mr. Joy akan langsung kita sampaikan ke Mr. Joy untuk diberikan penjelasan yang detail ya, seperti itu. Jadi tidak diperbolehkan untuk menanyakan secara langsung ya dengan voice ya. Jadi via kolom chat aja. Oke. Nah, sebagai pengantar saya akan ada share beberapa slide. Oke. Oke, perkenalkan sekali lagi saya Rezeki Sitanggang untuk moderator webinar kali ini, dan kami PT Tiara Fibresindo Pratama memiliki visi ya, yaitu membantu customer-customer kami untuk meningkatkan atau mengimprove aset performance dari Bapak Ibu, dari plan Bapak Ibu masing-masing. Seperti itu ya. Nah, sebagai pengantar, saya punya slide simple terkait dengan the power of two principle. Jadi ada 2 hal yang perlu kita perhatikan ya selama kita hidup atau selama kita menjalani hidup. Yang pertama sehat dan yang kedua sakit gitu ya. Kalau kita sehat maka tidak ada yang perlu kita khawatirkan. Tapi kalau kita sakit maka ada 2 hal yang perlu kita perhatikan. Yang pertama, apakah sakit itu akan sembuh? Yang kedua, apakah kita akan meninggal gitu ya. Nah, kalau kita sembuh, nantinya sembuh, berarti kita tidak perlu mengkhawatirkan hal tersebut. Tapi kalau kita sakit, kalau kita meninggal, maka ada dua hal lagi nih yang perlu kita perhatikan atau khawatirkan. Yang pertama, tentu saja apakah masuk surga atau masuk neraka. Kalau kita masuk surga, jadi nggak ada yang perlu kita khawatirkan gitu ya. Tapi kalau kita masuk neraka, ada dua hal yang perlu kita khawatirkan. Oke, nah pertama apakah menjadi ayam McD atau ayam penyet gitu ya. Oke, ini hanya pengantar Bapak Ibu dan nanti kaitannya ke slide berikut terkait dengan transformasi digital gitu ya. Jadi dalam hal transformasi digital, kita juga punya dua opsi gitu ya. Dua hal yang perlu kita perhatikan. Apakah kita akan mengikuti atau mengadopsi perkembangan teknologi atau mengabaikan perkembangan teknologi tersebut gitu ya. Kalau kita mengikuti atau mengadopsi perkembangan teknologi, maka kita tidak akan banyak yang perlu kita khawatirkan karena kita sudah berada di jalur yang tepat gitu ya. Ini baik dalam hal perusahaan ataupun mau pribadi ya. Karena terkait perkembangan teknologi semuanya terkena efeknya, baik perusahaan, baik pribadi. Kemudian kalau kita mengabaikan perkembangan teknologi, mungkin Bapak Ibu juga sudah tahu banyak brand-brand besar yang dulu menjadi raja teknologi seperti Nokia, BlackBerry, dan lain-lain, maka mereka bisa mati atau perusahaan tutup atau bahkan punah gitu ya, dan tidak survive. Nah, jadi dalam hal transformasi digital, ya saya yakin kita akan memilih opsi mengikuti ya perkembangan teknologi, mengadopsi, di mana teknologi-teknologi seperti AI, machine learning, kemudian cloud based, gitu ya, kemudian edge analytic, kemudian connectivity ini menjadi sesuatu yang saat ini menjadi hal yang sangat sangat perlu diperhatikan dalam setiap kehidupan kita, tidak hanya pribadi tapi juga di perusahaan masing-masing, karena kalau kita tidak melek terhadap perkembangan teknologi ini, maka bisa jadi nasib kita sama seperti perusahaan-perusahaan besar lainnya yang saat ini tidak survive gitu ya. Nah, dalam hal ini kami PT Tiara bekerjasama dengan prinsipal kami Emerson Automation Solution, dan kami juga memiliki banyak teknologi ya dari beberapa teknologi PDM maupun yang berkait dengan PDM atau terkait dengan operation maintenance. Dan untuk Emerson sendiri kami punya sangat banyak teknologi-teknologi yang mutakhir yang diperlukan saat ini, seperti yang akan kita bahas saat ini yang terkait dengan Delta V SCADA dari Emerson seperti itu ya. Nah, Delta V SCADA sendiri nanti akan dijelaskan lebih detail oleh Mr. Joy. Namun yang pasti salah satu benefit yang diberikan oleh Delta V SCADA ini yaitu meningkatkan operasional efisiensi, yang dimana data dan analitik tersebut kita menggunakan cloud base seperti itu ya, yang saat ini memang challenge-nya masih banyak terkait dengan cloud base ini. Namun kedepannya kami yakin cloud base ini tidak akan terhindarkan, sama seperti keseharian kita, tanpa kita sadari kita sudah banyak menggunakan data atau teknologi berbasis cloud ya. Apakah kita menggunakan Google Sheet gitu ya, atau email kita gitu ya, dan lain-lain. Nah, keseharian kita tanpa kita sadari kita sudah menggunakan cloud base. Oke, itu pembukaan dari saya. Selanjutnya akan dilanjutkan oleh Mr. Joy. Hey Joy.
Okay.
That's from me, and please your time.
All right. Let me share my screen. Thank you, Jackie, for that introduction.
You're welcome.
I am going to share my screen now. Are you able to hear me? Okay,
Yes, your voice clear.
that's good. All right, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, great.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Rajeki, and thank you, PT Tiara, for inviting me on this webinar. And really thank you for all our Indonesian customers and partners who have attended this, who are attending this webinar. It's my pleasure to be here, and I would like this to be more like a knowledge sharing session. It's some when I try to present something, I would want it to be a two-way communication rather than a one-way communication where I just download or cascade information. So during the discussion, if you have questions and clarifications, and you want to know more about this topic altogether, your questions are very much welcome during the discussion. Today I'm gonna discuss about Delta V SaaS SCADA. It's a brand name, of course, but um, what what I wanted to share this afternoon is how important it is in terms of not just because it's an IoT, an industrial IoT tool, but in general how things have changed in recent decade, in the past decade actually, and how all these things are, if you're not yet if you're not yet um, seeing the trend, then it will help in giving you some understanding about it. Let me skip to the second slide here. I think this has already been shared by Rojeki earlier, but I've been with Emerson for a little over 20 years now, and I joined the company, I mean the Delta V SaaS Cloud SCADA just last year, with my background in digital transformation for the past 5 years altogether. What I really wanted to ask is actually or wanted to do as an introduction is to talk about data. So what is uh, how how important data and how big data is. Every day we are generating so a huge amount of data. Um, this is what I got last week when I did some research to prepare for this webinar. Um, do you know that we are actually creating 403 million terabytes of data every day? This is equivalent, the amount of data that we created the past 2 years is more than the data we created for the last 10 years. If you look at this chart from 2024 to 2025, the amount of data that we will create there is greater than the amount of data created from 2010 to 2023. And that's gonna increase more as we go on with we cannot escape in digital data. We have to embrace it, so to speak, right? And yeah, as we have probably observed in the past, even when I did a quick chat GPT question, uh, I asked Chat GPT, what are the 10 top companies globally in as of May 2025? And Chat GPT responded with this. The top 10 companies by market capitalization as of May 2025, as you can see, is all these companies here. What can we observe Microsoft, Apple, Meta platform, Facebook, Google. These are no longer companies that are, if you observe, these are no longer companies that sell a hardware per se. These are companies that are focused on technology, on software, and they rely very much on data. They rely so much on data servers. They're actually earning from the data that we feed their platforms with, right? And and this is quite true. If you agree with, in fact, this was mentioned by The Economist in 2017 during one of their articles, which was you know after they published this, everyone seemed to agree. And what did they say? They basically said that the most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data. So that was in 2017. 8 years since, 8 years passed since they said that. We now find that this is actually true. This is with the charts that I shared earlier. And the topic that I'm sharing with you is basically, doesn't have anything to do with just because we are in the industry, or you doesn't choose any particular profession. We're talking about data, how important it is even in our personal lives, or even our professional lives. Data is there, and it all depends on how we use data um, as a resource, and gain advantage and profit from it, benefit from it. And so when we look at data, we look at if we try to filter it out, why data is very important. In this triangle here, this pyramid here of data is basically raw facts. Anything we see here, we anything we touch, with our five senses, those are raw facts. Those are data. And the way we classify the data and turn them into process to information is when we categorize it, put some sense context into it. Who, when, what, where. That becomes data, now becomes good information, information that is very useful for us when we apply our collective information, gain from information. The information turns into knowledge, and it becomes how know-how in when we convert information to knowledge. And knowledge basically becomes answers the question why. In each of our in each in each of our companies where we were affiliated with, whether you're the general manager, you're a process engineer, or a maintenance manager, your know-how of this expertise and know-how of this topic, or whatever is your responsibility, you've been hired in that company because of the existence of your company you're working for. And that answers the question why you're there in your company. We serve a purpose in each of our companies that we are involved with. So this serves as a quite long introduction, because I think this is all the fundamental of what we're gonna discuss about, Delta V SaaS SCADA. It's generally because when we talk about Delta V SaaS SCADA, Delta V SaaS SCADA becomes a platform where you are actually our customers are able to harness data anytime, anywhere, you are able to access that data. And Delta V SaaS SCADA is, it's a very simple architecture altogether. And this is very important because data accessibility is is very huge. Let me share a personal story. I went to a customer site a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago. We went there and then we were asked. It's a remote geothermal site, just like in Indonesia. There are a lot of geothermal sites. We went there. There they have like steam wells out in the field, and some of the engineers are gathering data manually, and they collect that data. It's a remote location. It will take several hours to get from their location to their office and log the data, put it in an Excel file, do some report, send it over to an email going to the headquarters for the scientists or other experts to analyze. And then by the time they do all these reports and everything to summarize all the collected data, it would have already taken 2 weeks. It already took 2 weeks for the person who read the report. We need to shut down the well because of this this parameter here. But 2 weeks have already passed. Time so data, although available, was not timely enough to get to the person who needs it. And so that is how valuable I feel that how important data is to be timely and to be available when you need it. And that's exactly the value proposition of a platform called Delta V SaaS SCADA, because you are able to remotely view and control equipment in the field anytime, anywhere. That it's capable of you know having you pull out those valuable information so that you can people who need to decide on time are able to do so on time. And some decisions are really time sensitive. It can be a question of life and death for some, right? And so basically the architecture of Delta V SaaS is quite simple. You have already sensors. I know for a lot of companies in Indonesia, even in the Philippines, there are already sensors out in the field, transmitters, flow meters, vibration sensors out to protect their assets. Even though some would probably need some upgrading, but one way or another they already have sensors. What's good about Delta V SaaS SCADA is it doesn't choose what kind of brand of sensors. Although it's Delta V SaaS is an Emerson product or service, um, it doesn't choose when you implement it. It doesn't choose whatever device you are connected. That's why we call it an agnostic device compatibility, because even if you use a different brand together for your sensor, as long as we are able to communicate and pull in data from those sensors, we can then transmit that data through our gateway, secured gateway, and transfer it to Delta V SaaS platform. And then once you are in Delta V SaaS SCADA, you're able to have a single platform where you are able to access the data anytime, anywhere, using your mobile phone, your desktop. So from an OT, operations technology data, it transformed to an IT data. And that is what digital transformation, industrial IIoT is all about, is transforming operational data to IT data. It's flexible, it's reliable. Flexible, why? Because you can implement to a single sensor, or you can scale it to 100 sensor all at the same time. Ease of data integration, it's because it doesn't choose which brands you're working on. Always up to date. It's this DeltaV SaaS stands for software as a service. It's funny when I ask some of our customers during a product presentation, I asked them, would you know what software as a service is? A lot of people would say, no, we don't know what SaaS is. And then I asked the question, but you know Netflix, right? Yes, I have subscription of Netflix. So don't you know that Netflix is a software as a service platform? You know, in the 90s, because I'm a 90s boy, a 90s person, we would used to buy, if we want to watch our favorite movies, what will we do? We have to buy the VCD or DVDs for each of the titles of those movies that we want to watch, right? Now it's like you pay Netflix or your favorite streaming company monthly fee. You watch the movie you like, or whether it's a K-drama or your favorite movie in Netflix or whatever. And it's already software. There's no longer hardware that you need to purchase. So it's in the same way, DeltaV SaaS is a platform where customers no longer need to purchase a software just like before, where you have like installation CDs to install your software manually. Here, upload your data in the cloud. You access the data in the cloud. We already have the software set out for you to access your data. It's always up to date because as a service, it's already part of the subscription to secure, to update the system so that the customer can focus on their business, not on the platform itself. So if you have any questions, please just type in those questions. I'll just proceed with the presentation. So with the current DeltaV SaaS, there are actually 3.3 million sensor points that are connected in the platform as we speak, and it's increasing on the daily basis. 139 million readings per day, 10,000 logins. There are 4,600 ZEDI, or ZEDI used to be the name of DeltaV SaaS before it was renamed. So 4,600 users, 500 plus company are using it. And twice a month we do upgrades for the customer. So this slide here is something I share to the customer especially when they are trying to, they still compare. Oh, why SaaS? We still want the the fixed licenses. We want the perpetual license, because if we buy it, then we don't know, we own the software. We don't need to do any more in the following years. As for subscription, you have to buy to pay monthly or yearly on the subscription and all that. But here is a good example of what people or what customers might not see with on-prem, or if they want to do DIY or do it yourself SCADA. The comparison here is more on like an iceberg, right? Because when you look at an iceberg, the tip of the iceberg is smaller than what's below the surface. And when we look at some on-premise installations, yeah, you can save a lot on what seems to be clear savings because very small. But underneath, if you look at how much you will pay for the patches, the upgrades, the downtime, the tuning, the people you will hire to maintain, upgrade, to secure your system and communication costs. These are what we call hidden costs. And the perpetual or the on-prem installations may not, may not will not say that to you upfront. This becomes hidden costs. Whereas for SaaS, for Delta V SaaS, your clear monthly subscription fee covers everything that are mentioned in the hidden cost below. So you no longer require all this because you already paid for that in the subscription. So that's the value proposition that SaaS actually provides for most customers. So just to summarize this, it's very easy for your needs. It's the use case is because we were dealing with data. The use case can be, there's no specific industry or a job function that the software is applicable or relevant to. You would be surprised that we actually have implemented a solution for a convenience store, a huge convenience store famous in Asia, where we implemented the solution on their vending machine, where they get the soft drinks or the drinks that they ordered. So the Delta V SaaS was used to monitor the ingredients availability, how much water is still in the system, how much ingredient is running out, so that the food chain or the convenience store can refill those vending machines on time. It's the Delta V SaaS app is available, just your Netflix app. It's available in your mobile app. Full support and training. We have a full team available here in the Philippines who can support customers 24/7. We have alarm management service. The data that is uploaded to Delta V SaaS can easily be exported automatically or manually, both options. If the customer has their own data server or visualization server, then we can also send those data directly to their servers. Always up to date, as mentioned earlier, robust development and hardware agnostic. So in terms of industry applications, we are all everywhere. This list here is just this, and use cases here is just is very limited, but these are just some of the major applications that we use. So in terms of high level architecture, this is how you can see Delta V SaaS implemented out in the field, where you have sensors in your, for example, in your water or storage tanks, maybe a level transmitter, wirelessly connected to a gateway, or the gateway now connects to our cellular gateway and transfers the data to the SaaS SCADA in the cloud. And then there is already customized dashboards. Later, I'll show you, if we have time, I'll show you some demo of the HMI and some of the reports and analytics that you can do, or that is customizable based on the needs of each company or organization. Very powerful tool for fleet management, especially if it's several sites that you want to monitor all at the same time. No need to log in from one system to another. I think one of the challenges that we observe for most companies is a lot of engineers would need to log into different software that comes with their sensors or their asset or their whatever they bought from one brand to another. It's always a unique software that you need to log into. With DeltaVisa SCADA, you can integrate them in one platform easily, because the protocol that we use for it doesn't choose which brand, as long as your sensors can communicate with an industry protocol, normally with DNP3 protocol or Modbus protocol. So it's very simple. There's two ways of accessing your data. One is through your full service portal in the, just like you're logging into your email account online, maybe a Gmail. It's just like that. You have a username. You can log into your account, access the data there, export if you need to. You are also able to get a free mobile app where you can access data as well, anytime, anywhere, conveniently. And the good thing about the DeltaVisa is actually it gives you a free alarm management, simple alarm management feature for low or high alarms. You have an automatic historian, just as you see in this trend here. We keep your data. It actually becomes an automatic historian for up to 2 years of data actively, meaning to say that you can access 2 years worth of data as part of your subscription. No additional charges for 2 years. Then we archive the data for datas that are older than 2 years, but you can still access them. We will give you a special site we will archive it, but you have a special site where you can access them. But for the first 2 years of data, you are able to access any data that you have uploaded to the platform. DeltaVisa SCADA is partnered with Tableau. So as you can see on the screen here, this is an actual visualization AI machine learning analytics that we perform in Tableau for, I think this is a pipe leak detection, or no, it's a rod, oil and gas application for analytics. So if you're not using Tableau, if you're using Power BI or other visualization software, we are able to export or sync the data to your visualization software. Of course, that's value added for this platform, but that's possible. Tableau also actually is a value added service for DeltaVisas. Some customers do not they don't need Tableau. So we just this is considered as an add-on for analytics. So this is the user interface of ZEDI. We'll show you the actual interface later. But these are actual screenshots of some of the HMI that were developed for some customers. As you can see, the charts that you see here, these are actually automatic charts generated, trending charts based on the upload rate. So every 15 minutes, for example, if you upload, that small triangle here represents that data uploaded based on the frequency of data upload that you set. So what I like about DeltaVisas when I first navigated and tried to learn about it is that you can actually combine different data points in one chart. So if I'm comparing, trending charts of one parameter over another, you can easily add that in a chart, and you can add multiple data points, multiple parameters for comparison, especially if you're monitoring critical operations. Just to add, and I think this is not quite famous to some customers, but there is also an option with Delta V SaaS for control. Not critical control, because critical control needs millisecond response time. But at least for some control where you want to set the change the set point value, change some of the configuration, maybe change the settings of an asset out in the field. And that's possible as well with Delta V SaaS. Although again, that is a value added, it's an extra feature, and not all customers want control. Some people find that very risky, so that's understandable. But if that is something that's needed by other customer, which it is, we offer that as well. So in this case, this screenshot here is for a gearbox and motor health of a generator. So for analytical purposes, anything that is available on site, you can basically transmit it to Delta V SaaS, whatever is the data. Just like this one, this is a lot of data from from that asset monitor, recording asset information for this rotating equipment. So sky's the limit in terms of data points based on whatever is available. And we'll talk about it later. Zeta user interface, we discussed this with advanced analytics. Again, so we can use AI for some of the applications. Again, in the mobile app, you are able to access different sites as well, different data points that are available. So these are just some of the application: waste and water energy management, compressors, chemical injection, tank monitoring. These are actual projects actually. So in some of the use cases for some of our most customers who would want to have access to data and analytics, and the common challenges are high cost of maintenance, the upgrades, cybersecurity, of course, and cost per license, lack of authentication, scattered and standalone assets. I think all of the challenges here are answered by Delta V SaaS SCADA. All because especially I would say is on scattered and standalone assets. I mean, probably some of our customers here that are listening already have this doesn't look like a good application for me because we already have an on-prem IT infrastructure. We already have a DCS and all that. Yes, I would agree with that. You probably may not need Delta V SaaS for when you already have those for control and such. But when it comes to analytics where you're not plugging them into your DCS, I've talked to customers where they have scattered or standalone stranded assets, but that are not connected to the DCS, but they still need data from it, then this may be a good, Delta V SaaS could be a good solution for customers, because data from those standalone assets could be very critical, or it's very unsafe to get data from that site, or you know um, there's no access to, basically there's no access for them to get data, although it's very important, very manually driven data gathering. So that with that so what Delta V SaaS can do is all of this, as mentioned, is we can do everything. We can do connectivity, is to the what we link is basically data connectivity from your from the end from the edge, from the field sensors to where you want data to be accessed from. So what's included is the software licensing, upgrades, HMI alarm, server management, which we already do, polling and engine management. I forgot to mention this, but when we talked about the frequency of data transfer, like every 15 minutes it uploads data, every 30 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe once a day. But in cases where customers want to get the data now, I need data now, I don't want to wait for the next hour, we have a feature called poll engine management, where you can click that button and the system will request data real time. So analytical dashboard with Tableau or mobile application. With some software, I heard that you have to pay additional license for additional users. With Delta V SaaS, and you did not read this incorrectly, it's unlimited. You're able to use add authorized users with different profiles that you can limit access to. So it's not a generic authorized user. Some users can be configured like an administrator, some can be read only, some will have access to some windows or some location for some sites or asset that can be configured with the platform. Third party access and data exchange, that's given, explained earlier, in complete training and workshops. Yeah. Focus on your business, not your platform. That's the reason why Delta V SaaS was here. Even before cloud data, cloud computing became famous 10 years ago or 15 years ago, Delta V SaaS, or ZEDI, it was formerly known, has already been doing cloud computing in the 90s. So we have been in business for more than 30 years already. So focus on your business, not on your platform. We take care of the platform so that you can focus on your business. To increase your safety, gain productivity, reduce site visits, and slash downtime. So now because PT Tiara is the one that sponsored this, and we know that PT Tiara is the expert in machine health consultation and equipment and monitoring. I want to share some use case where Delta V SaaS SCADA can be used for machine health monitoring. So I know maybe some of you here are reliability experts or reliability engineers. So I would like to share this. I'm probably you're more you are more experts than me here, but let me just share this, just to open our minds or give a perspective of how important real-time data, how important available data that is actionable for most of us. The use case is, of course, reliability, but I think more than that, timely data in any personal or business decision making setting is very important. So when we look at the maintenance strategy and how this strategy works, we compare that with the asset performance over time here in this chart here. For a reactive strategy, if the asset is performing good, what do? They basically do nothing because the asset is, there's nothing wrong. We do nothing. But hey, there's asset degradation, slight asset degradation, maybe some anomalies, but it's still working. We still meet our targets for production. So what do? Do nothing because we're reactive. And then suddenly you have mechanical defects. A machine is starting to heat up, or you start hearing funny sounds in the bearings. But what do? We still do nothing because it's still running, it's still producing. We are reactive. And then once you have a catastrophic failure, you get unplanned shutdown, and you perform maintenance. You buy the replacement parts, and then expedite the parts at 3 times the cost, plus the productivity cost, plus the loss of production, all that, because of a reactive maintenance strategy. Let's look at the second one, which is preventive maintenance. Preventive, that comes with a schedule. I think this is better than the reactive because, as we shall see, at least this one actually does some maintenance. So optimal performance, do nothing. The only issue with preventive maintenance or scheduled maintenance is, it's either too early or too late. You're lucky if you hit the sweet spot for maintenance. But if it's too early, it's costly. But if it's too late, then you'll end up like a reactive maintenance, or somewhere there. It you're still a bit blind. Better than reactive, but you're still blinded by a lot of because of the availability of data when to do the actual maintenance. And then you have the predictive. So in predictive, we are able to implement some asset monitoring, online asset monitoring, maybe not online, but at least at least you are able to monitor them on a regular basis, so that when a sweet spot for correction is detected, or asset degradation is detected, you are able to predict events, and then actually perform maintenance even before it goes to emergency maintenance. So while you're still here in a slight asset degradation or anomaly, you are able to repair the problem, and then you quickly um, return to normal or peak performance, because good timing for maintenance. You are able to detect the anomaly earlier on. For IIoT prescriptive, where we apply machine learning, it's machine learning for maintenance, for asset maintenance or asset performance. So what it does is to continuously monitor asset performance, be able to identify root cause, so that it detects the sweet spot for corrective action, and you are able to plan for maintenance. You can either change your production schedule, you can change to the backup system, You can order parts earlier. You can be proactive rather than reactive, so to speak. There's a lot of savings because you are able to do predictive or IIoT prescriptive maintenance. A lot of headache is avoided. And just to share a story, where as you are all aware, we purchased the software company called AspenTech, and it has a similar software, an II2 prescriptive software called MTEL, and I think there's going to be a webinar on that. But that software can actually do machine learning and identify root cause of a problem and can predict the failure of an asset, at least for 30 to 40 to 60 days or more before an asset failure. It will give you a probability of when an asset will fail at this a number of days ahead of time. So, wow, how big is 30 days ahead of time for a lot of us, huh? 30 days, you get to know that you're going to have a heart attack. What would you do if you can predict that? So yeah, that gives us a whole different perspective of how we do things. Sometimes people say, very costly, all these sensors. And we do have customers that still think the same or see things the same way. But looking at this, if you always become reactive, then um, it's very good to see a different perspective altogether of preventing rather than you know um, uh, hitting the scenario or the incident head on. So with that, with asset health monitoring solutions, we are able to actually save as well on time. In the conventional practice, uh, we usually do routes by inspection. So if you have 100 units, or for example, an engineer goes to each unit every day, every week, even if there's nothing wrong with the units, because the practice is route by inspection. But with digital transformation, with the available technology, we can convert, we can save time, we can upskill our engineers time altogether, and so that they can instead perform routes by exception. That means if they are able to monitor remotely the assets, you know, uh, in one screen, just like Delta V SaaS can do, they can just go to the actual instrument or asset with issues rather than going blindly to all assets in one go. That saves a lot of time. They can use the time to um, plan for maintenance rather than do reactive maintenance. They can do crafting. They can build a lot. They can plan. They can reschedule. Um, recommend rescheduling of production or anything like that. As long as it's not reactive, right? So that's what asset health monitors, our vibration sensors, are able to accomplish with digital transformation. And while now you do what we do, collect data vibrations on rotating equipment, upload them in softwares, and then do manual analysis and do the reporting. Now what we can do is upload data to Delta V SaaS, and you can already monitor the data online. So yeah, this is a specific use case for using our asset monitor and 1410 GUI gateway for reliability solution. So vibration sensor plus asset monitor. coupled with DeltaV SAS as to have remote connectivity and diagnostic capability. So it's a combination of, as you all know, as you are probably aware, the asset monitor already has analytics available in the field. So when you connect that in the field, it already performs some analytics on-prem on the where you install it. What DeltaV does is to have the connectivity to get the information from that asset monitor to wherever you are. So the combination of the two are very potent, very powerful. So this is basically the architecture of that solution. So analytics coming from the asset monitor and connectivity using DeltaV SAS SCADA so that you can get the data on time anywhere, available. Alarms, dashboards, customized reports. This is the asset monitor web interface. Of course, you can access the asset monitor locally, but you cannot, you can only access that if you're on the intranet. If you're in a plant, you can only access that through the intranet. If you're outside the plant, there's no way for you to access that. Just to give you some idea as well, that some of our wireless, if you're familiar with Emerson wireless infrastructure, wireless heart, that can also be connected, using this architecture here. The gateway that I'm talking about earlier is basically this modem here. We use a cellular modem to collect the data and transmit it to the cloud. So that's why it's secure, because we're not using any local internet from the site. It has its own SIM card. The SIM card is specifically manufactured for Emerson by our telecom partners. And it's in terms of cybersecurity, we are partnered with Microsoft Azure. We have Emerson Firewall. We have DeltaV SAS Firewall. So 3 firewalls to secure. And like I said earlier, the business has been around for 35 years. I would think they've already thought about all the cybersecurity concerns that they have all out with all the 35 years of experience. Yep. So this is that is the last slide there. This is just the same architecture. So with that, thank you very much. This is my last slide, but I would like to share some actual SCADA for everyone to see. So let me share my, yeah. So as you can see, this is the user interface of DeltaV. This is a live interface. On the left side, you can imagine this as your different locations of your site. You can monitor them all individually per site. So from different locations. And then want to share with you the HMI as well. Like for this one, this is a water tower. So as you can see, it's you can customize the HMI to your liking. This is the data being uploaded every 15 minutes. So different sensors, flow, pumps, control valves, level meters, doesn't have to be Emerson, like I said. Else should I share? Now, this is another HMI that I can show you. So Like if you have a water distribution, water utility, piping system, so you can also see, storage tank monitoring, pump monitoring, flow meters, and all that. And data analytics is here. Another analytics sample that I wanted to share is this one, which we did recently. So for this one, we created an analytics for pump maintenance. For example, for pump A, pump B, if you have, it monitors how the accumulated days that the pump has been online. What's the daily average, projected days in terms of life threshold based on manufacturing data, so that, hey, we need to do some maintenance on this pump already, because according to the manual, we need to work on the MTBF is like this. So you can already prepare in advance what parts, or you know if you have backup pumps that you need to activate, then that's visible. Oops. This one is another kind of analytics. The customer wanted pump A and pump B to switch over every 2 weeks of total active time, or total running time. So if a pump A is already running for 2 weeks total, they want to switch to the backup pump, so that it will be an equal loading of duty. So there's a threshold here. It will warn you that there's 3 days remaining before the switch over. So that's how analytics. I don't think that you can do this in a DCS. This is more like IT programming, some form of, like if you like macros, doing macros in Excel, it's similar to that. Doing some analysis in Excel, it's similar to that. Motor operations as well. That if you want to maintain your motors, you get your average daily total running hours. At least you get an idea how much, if you have a horse, of course, you want to know if your horse needs some rest already. Same thing with our machines, right? So things like that. This one is a boiler overview. You can do very happy KPI dashboarding as well for fuel consumption, for example, steam output, fuel gas outlet temperature, steam pressure. So it's like a KPI for daily operation. Some analytics that you can do with Tableau. And with that, I think we're good. Rojeki, do you want to?
Okay, great, Joy.